Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and I want to really quickly just do an off-the-cuff video talking about my opinions of Halo Infinite multiplayer right now. I've played it quite a bit. I've been playing a lot. I have 385, I have 39 achievements in the game. I got most of the multiplayer stuff done. I have 15 hours into the game, so I think that's pretty okay, enough to have an opinion. Now, I've been playing Halo since literally forever. I'm by no means a pro or an expert, and I am not. I used to follow the MLG scene back when like Chris Puckett was a part of it and everything, but I still do want to talk about a few things. Basically, what I'm having trouble with right now in the game is it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to mention a couple things like the Battle Pass that most of the community is pretty upset about because Battle Pass progress is insanely slow. I played for 15 hours and I'm 6.5 in the Battle Pass. Now, the rewards themselves aren't bad, but there's a lot of stupid filler. Like, all right, there's XP boost, that's fine. Future me real quick, I totally forgot to mention that there is no character profile levels. The XP you gain is only for the battle pass, and there's no character level. I don't understand that. But there's also challenge swaps that you can get in the battle pass that are just filling space, and they're like in every other couple of tiers, like challenge swaps. Are you serious? Why are those in the Battle Pass? Why couldn't that be literally anything else? The only way you can level up the Battle Pass is through doing challenges. Now, as far as I can tell, there's only one daily available to you to complete at a time. It's also buggy. Played PvP matches and I've had it not count at all. I've gotten kills with specific weapons and it just doesn't count at all. And then it'll like all of a sudden count a bunch. So the challenges are bugged out, but they occasionally don't work, occasionally do work. There's only one daily you can complete at a time, and then once you complete it, another one becomes available. And yet there are multiple weeklies to be completed at the same time, and then those obviously refresh. You get a reset, you can re-roll one of them. But why can I only complete one daily at a time? This just makes a Battle Pass grind just a grind with a capital G. It's bad. And honestly, I don't know. The Battle Pass, I've also had some issues when it comes to trying to equip certain items. Let's say, I don't know, I don't have an item for an example because it's not consistent, but I'll try to equip something and it'll get stuck in like a loading loop of trying to equip it, and it just won't let me equip the item. It'll just get like, it'll stall out basically, and I can't equip anything. My biggest complaint though in the game is if you're not using the battle rifle, you lose every gunfight. Now you can obviously pull it out of your ass. You can get some good shots with the pistol. You can out AR them if they miss a couple of BR shots. But it feels like all of these secondary weapons in the game, all of the extra guns you can pick up, are just not worth it. They lose 8 out of 10 times against just a battle rifle or an assault rifle. So if I'm trying to run in and use the pulse carbine, cool gun, it tracks targets, but it takes, I think it's 3 full bursts where every single energy ball, I think it shoots 3 or 4 energy balls at once, and if you hit all 12 in 3 bursts, or whatever the number is, then they'll die. But with how much everyone's moving around, you might hit 1 or 2, even with the tracking, 1 or 2. So it takes you almost an entire reload to kill somebody with this thing, even with the tracking, and by that time, you're already getting 4 tapped by the BR, or 5 or 6 shotted by the pistol, whatever it is. So, cool gun in concept, incredibly weak in comparison to just how fast a BR can kill you. The Commando, dude, this gun is awful. High rate of fire, yes, and it's pretty accurate, but the recoil and the kick of it, it just doesn't work. I think it takes 8 body shots to kill, 7 if you hit all headshots. It's not good compared to just a quick 4 tap with the BR. I don't know. They need to either increase the rate of fire or just make it do more damage. And speaking of damage, it seems like the body shots work well, obviously, to destroy shields. You can destroy shields pretty well. But even with their shields down, unless you hit 1 or 2 headshots with a burst of the battle rifle or a couple headshots with the other guns, it seems like body shots just will not kill unless it's like an entire magazine. Now, I know I just said that the Commando takes 8 body shots to kill, but when you're in a gunfight, it seems almost impossible to kill somebody with just body shots alone. So if you're just running an assault rifle, you still have to aim for the head, which means you're only hitting some of your spread on their head. Yes, you're doing more damage, but you're missing more shots. So you need to focus on the chest to break their shield, and then always, no matter what gun you have, bring it to the head. But with how mobile this game is, it is insanely difficult, and most of the time, like I said, and they're just going to BR you. So if you're going up against somebody and it's a BR fight, then it's just a battle of who pulled the trigger first and who can get on their shot more consistent. But if you bring any other gun to a BR fight without any melee involved, you're going to lose that fight 8 out of 10 times because the other guns can't compete with the time to kill of a battle rifle. The shock rifle, really cool gun, and I believe it kills in one headshot, but otherwise it takes 3 or 4 body shots to kill. It's like a beam rifle, but does less damage to the body, like how the old Halo beam rifles were basically just the UNSC snipers with a cooldown instead of a reload. The shock rifle is kind of like that. I think it gets 4 or 5 shots before you have to reload it, and unless you get them perfectly in the head, you can hit them in the neck and the jaw and they won't die. You have to hit them in the forehead with the beam to kill them instantly. Otherwise, it takes 3 or 4 body shots to kill, which is that's too much because you're going to get BR'd even from a distance. The pistol is, obviously it's a pistol. It's fun to use. I don't have any problems with that. The Mangler is probably the worst gun in this game. Now, I'm going to show you the Mangler real quick, how bad this gun is. So you're going to grab this stupid thing. It's got 8 shots in the mag, right? 1, 2, 3. 3 shots to the chest to kill. 3 shots in the head to kill. No difference. Okay, and that doesn't seem so bad, but this thing is a handheld pistol. It should have a better spread, and also it has like an arc to it, and it has travel time. I don't even know how to go about it. Like, going off of where it's designed from the Mauler, this thing, it basically is marketed as like a hand cannon. So if you think about it like that, sure, it's not so bad, but with the travel time, how precise you have to be with it, and how many shots it takes to kill, again, 8 out of 10 times you're just going to get BR'd first because of the delay between the shots, the travel between the shots, how tight of a spread the shots are. You're just going to get BR'd. So it's not fair. It's ridiculous. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with the plasma pistol. I barely use it. I try to charge shot them, but by the weapon swap in this game is so slow unless you're going to a pistol variant gun. So if I'm plasma BRing somebody, by the time I hit them with a plasma bolt to charge the plasma shot and then try to switch my BR to one tap them, they've already hit me 6 times with BR and I'm dead. Sure, I might have broken their shields and I'll get the assist, but you physically cannot switch to the BR faster than they can 4 tap you. The only way to run the plasma pistol effectively is to run it with the sidekick and then quickly pop them in the head. But even still, you're going to be left bleeding out and barely alive, and somebody's just going to come up and clean you up with 1 BR shot. The Disruptor is a really cool gun in concept. It does damage over time, but that damage over time does not kill. Like, it will kill, but you have to get them within 1 shot of death from the Disruptor for the damage over time to kill them. 30 damage. And now it does some damage. Is that even going to kill him? No, it didn't kill him. Alright, 1, 2, 3. You have to hit 3 consecutive shots, and it will chain to other enemies, yes, but it doesn't do enough damage to make it worth it. So let's see. Let me see if I get that in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you hit 6 shots consistently and then let the damage over time kill them, it'll kill them. So it's just a useless ability of the gun that I have had almost 0 success with in-game. 0. The best feature of the Disruptor is if you hit 3 or 4 consecutive shots on a vehicle, it will stun and disable the vehicle for a short period of time. That's the best feature. But when you have a 10-round mag and you have to hit 6 shots and wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 didn't kill him. Okay. Now let's try all headshots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to hit 7 shots before that kills him. So you have to be 80% accurate for the disruptor to kill with the damage over time. And they will out-BR you every single time. The Bulldog, I don't like picking this gun up. I miss the pump shotgun that could destroy somebody at close range. This thing's bad. It's bad. Let me see. Let me see what the damage is for this thing. All right, so this dude's right here. Can you even one shot? 1,200 damage out of 2,000. All right, let's try in the head. Even from that range, dude, the Halo CE shotgun would have killed him. Let's go 1, 2. So you're a minimum of 2 shots to kill. This guy's super close. Let's try to get a full. No, 1,100 damage. Maximum 1,200 damage for this thing. You cannot get a one-tap on somebody with a shotgun. That's disgusting. Halo needs a one-pump shotgun. I don't understand why that's not here. So you see the point I'm getting at. Every single gun in this game that's not the battle rifle... Oh, don't even get me started on the heat wave. Every single gun in this game that's not the battle rifle is underpowered and will beat you. You will lose to the battle rifle most of the time. And I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm getting so frustrated because I'm getting these basically pseudo power weapons. Now this thing's interesting. It's got like a horizontal spread and it ricochets, but that still took 3 shots to kill. Let's try with this one. This one seems to be the best because you get the headshots in it, and you can two-shot. But this thing is also well, they line me up. Does it actually? Okay, so it penetrates. That's cool. It does penetrate. I didn't know that, and I'm learning as I go. But the thing about this gun is when they're moving around so much, you're only probably hitting half of your shots once, making it a 3-shot kill, and they're bouncing around so much. It's not going to compete. It's not going to compete. Now we're going to go on to the Sentinel, and the Sentinel is okay. I don't hate it. All right, without the headshots. And that seems fine. What you're seeing me do right there, that seems fine. But again, everyone's moving around, everyone's jumping, everyone's bouncing, everyone's grappling hook. This is basically how a fight goes when you're using it. So it took an entire charge for me to kill him by basically following the pattern of what a fight ends up being. It's not good. It's fun to use against vehicles. Plus, the laser has pretty dramatic recoil. I'm not touching my stick. That's pretty dramatic recoil for a laser beam. And it has limited range. I don't think at that wall behind the Spartans, I would be damaging an enemy. It does have a limited damage range, which is a fucking laser, dude. Oh, God, the Needler. I've had such terrible luck with the Needler. I don't know how many needles it takes. I haven't used it yet in the weapon drill, but I have unloaded entire clips of the Needler into somebody where half the shots hit. At least half the shot because everyone's bouncing around. At least half the needles hit, and they do not die. So I want to count how many shots the Needler takes to kill. It looks so good, though.
30 seconds remaining.
So it takes half of the needles to kill somebody. So it can take a minimum of 10 needles to kill somebody if you let them do damage over time. Does it do damage over time? That's inconsistent because I hit somebody for 13, hit one guy for 12, and hit one guy for 10. So, yeah, half of the entire magazine the Needler has to hit them, and they do not track well enough. Don't really have a lot to say about the Stalker rifle. It's like basically the Promethean rifle. It's not much to say about the Skewer. It's fun as hell to use. The Cinder Shot's fine. The Ravager is not great.
30 seconds remaining.
You have to hit like 11 of those. You have to hit like 11 of those to kill somebody. And then you have, I mean, it has a really cool feature of just pooling damage. You have a pooling fire. Will that even kill him if he stands in it? Okay, if he stands in the fire for 90% of its duration with a direct hit. Let's do an indirect hit. Will that kill him?
3, 2, 1.
No, that didn't kill him. So the fire is not going to kill him. You have to hit them with it directly and let them stay in the fire for its entire duration for the Ravager to kill them. That's not going to happen in a fight. And again, you can't even like break their shields with the gun and then switch weapons and finish them off. It's not going to work because they're going to out-BR you or they're just going to hit you. That's another thing I wanted to complain about, which is grenades. Dude, the grenades go too straight and too far. And playing in the ranked mode, I think you should only spawn with 1 grenade. You can obviously hold 2 frags and 2 secondary grenades. I don't think everyone should spawn with 2 grenades because it's just a spam fest at the beginning. Now, the Hydra, this thing's cool. It does track, but it takes 4. It takes 80% of your magazine to kill somebody with all direct hits. And again, I'm doing this all off the cuff. I'm just going to upload most of this raw. I want to see if it kills faster if you don't lock on. If it has more damage without the lock on. 1, 2. Okay, so it does kill in 2 direct hits if you don't lock on. So that's fair. That's not so bad. Makes sense. But maybe reduce that to like 5 direct hits with the lock on. Because half the time the shots go right by them as they're jumping and dodging and whooshing and dipping behind rocks, so you have to shoot your entire clip, all 6 of your shots. I know it's not a clip. You have to shoot all 6 of your shots in order to maybe kill them, and most of the time they're still going to be one tap because you only hit 3 or 4 of them at a time instead of all 6 because of how much people can move around and duck behind all the cover in this game, which is fine. That's how it's designed. But you should always be able to kill somebody in half or 60% of your ammo consumption, not 80%. It seems like every gun that's not the battle rifle kills in 80% of their rounds, except for like the heat wave and sniper, obviously. I mean, even the commando, that has 20 shots in a magazine, and it takes a maximum of 8 to kill in the body shots and a minimum of 7 with headshots. It's not good. And now let's just go in here with the battle rifle so you guys can see the comparison. And obviously you've been playing, so you know what it's like, but this is just how fast it is in comparison with the magazine size. Here we go. 36 rounds. So how many people can I kill?
Go. Act fast, Spartan. 30 seconds remaining.
1, 2. I can kill a total 1, 2. I can kill a total of 3 people with 1 magazine, as opposed to every other gun that can kill 1 person in 1 magazine. And that's the problem. And I'm not saying the BR needs to be nerfed, not at all. Halo is the battle rifle. I get it. I've never liked the battle rifle. I've always preferred DMRs. That's always been my thing. But every other gun is so woefully underpowered in comparison. Now let's see how many body shots it takes.
30 seconds remaining.
Now he's broke. Finish him off with a headshot. Okay, let's go full body. 6. It takes 6 bursts to kill with the body shots. And again, if they're moving around, you're not going to get those 6. You have to get the headshot. So it takes 3 to break shield, as it should. 3 to shield, 1 to head.
5, 4,
That's totally fine. That's standard Halo. I'm so disappointed by the underpower of the shotgun. Where the sword's not even in here because you can't get close to the dummies. That's kind of funny. I didn't realize that. Neither is the... Oh my god, then we can talk about the gravity hammer. Dude, the gravity hammer's wind-up and area of effect is pathetic. Sure, it feels good to smack somebody, but I'll have a dude within 5 feet of me, and he will not die by my hammer if I smack the ground, if I don't lock onto him and hit him. And not to mention just the swing-up time of the hammer. It's like a full 1.5 seconds of the dude going up to bat with the gravity hammer before he swings it. And again, by that time, you're getting... BR meleeed, or you're getting melee BR'd. You're getting slapped and then shot in the face before you can finish swinging your hammer. Overall, I am not saying I don't like the game. I very much enjoy the game. It needs a little bit of tweaking with the secondary weapons, because if it's not the BR, it's nothing. BR or nothing, dude. Nerf or nothing. The other guns need a little buff. Just a little, like 1 less burst, 1 less shot, something, 1 less to kill for each of the weapons that I was mentioning in there, and we would be in a better state. And I know people complain that the time to kill in this game is super fast. It's because grenade BR is so prominent. Grenades go too straight, they go too far, and they go too fast, and the BR just cleans it up too quickly, which is fine. That's Halo. Again, I understand. I'm a huge Halo fan. Been playing the games longer than half you fucking people have been alive that are now getting into this game, okay? I was there when it came out. That's another thing. The tanks, dude, pretty much all I play is big team battle. I went into ranked and I got the achievement for getting my placements, and I think my placement was like plat 4 or something like that. I'm telling you, 4 out of my 10 games, I started the game with my team being down 1 player. I was playing 3 against 4 for almost half of the games in ranked. So my ranked experience, not great. My teammates were not there and nobody was coordinating. Nobody was talking. It was terrible. So pretty much all I play is big team battle because I enjoy, that's why you play Halo, is the vehicles, the power weapons, whatever have you. I'm not so much about like the 1v1 battle rifle and stuff. I don't really care because I'm not that great with the battle rifle. But big team battle is where it's at for me. And it needs more tanks. It needs more wraiths. The wraith and the tank, the scorpion, don't spawn until like the last 10% of the match. And sometimes they just don't even spawn. I don't know. They have to be met in a certain criteria in a certain game mode. Dude, it's big team battle. Just put the tanks on the map and let us have like a 3-minute respawner and each base gets a tank. It needs to be in there. Okay. I think that's really it. I know I ranted along. I'm going to try to edit down some stuff, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more. If you made it to the end, comment boobs down below so I know you made it to the end. You're a real one. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.